At Ultra Cooker, we have just tested the Philips Airfryer 5000 series dual basket, and in this video, we're going to tell you what we honestly think about it. And if you are interested in this product, please note that we have put a link with its best price just below the video. This air fryer is clearly massive with its dimensions of 44 by 38 by 35 centimeters and its weight of 8.7 kilograms. Its power cord measures 1 meter long. This large size allows it to integrate 2 baskets of 6 and 3 liters each for a total of 9 liters. The great unique feature of this model is the presence of a water tank on top, allowing it to function as a steamer. This feature is available only in the large basket. The body of the device is mainly made of metal and plastic. No additional accessories are provided in the basic packaging. There is therefore the grid going into the bottom of the small basket and the pan for the large basket. These two elements have 4 rubbers in their corners to avoid damaging the non-stick coating of the baskets. As is often the case, the cooking grids have holes that are a bit too large. As a result, during our tests, a few fries and carrots fell underneath during cooking. The LED screen is very bright and clearly legible, but we found that it lacked a bit of responsiveness. It indicates the cooking time, the temperature, and the selected mode. It counts down the remaining time and indicates if you need to shake the food or if cooking is finished. It is also possible to select the zones independently of each other. Regarding the operation of this air fryer, the 2 heating elements are present above each basket. They are installed in a spiral shape. The handles of the baskets are well insulated and secure since they remained cold during our tests. However, our thermometer indicated that the front of the basket rose to a temperature of 58 degrees and that the front of the air fryer above the baskets rose to 70 degrees. On the side, we recorded a maximum of 31 degrees on the basket and 50 degrees on the body of the device. These results are not as good as with other models we have tested. In terms of maintenance, the baskets and cooking grids can be put in the dishwasher. The grid came out quite clean after a cycle at 70 degrees, but not the basket. The large basket can be washed via an automatic cleaning function. To activate this function, you must fill the water tank up to the maximum line and start the program, which lasts 20 minutes in total. There are first 15 minutes of steam cleaning, then some handling on your part is required to empty the remaining water and rinse any potential residue. Finally, the air fryer dries the basket with the hot air mode for 5 minutes. During our trial, the basket and its pan were still a bit dirty after the 15 minutes of steam, and we had to scrub them manually to finish the job. In short, the utility of this self-cleaning feature is not perfect. After more than 10 hours of using the steam function, a 50-minute descaling cycle will be requested. The rest of the device is cleaned by wiping it with a soft, damp cloth, and the heating elements can be brushed if residue gets stuck inside. So much for the design and maintenance. Let us now move on to features and performance. The Philips 5000 series offers hot air, steam, and combined hot air and steam cooking modes. These last 2 modes are only available in the large basket. With hot air, there are 10 pre-recorded programs: frozen potato-based snacks, steak, fresh potatoes, vegan, chicken drumsticks, fish, vegetables, bread, cake, and reheat. With steam, there are only 5 available programs: fresh potatoes, chicken drumsticks, fish, vegetables, and ravioli. As for the hot air and steam mode, you get the programs accessible with steam as well as the bread and reheat programs. In addition to these programs, it is of course possible to manually set the time from 1 to 60 minutes and the temperature from 40 to 200 degrees. Only the steam must remain at 100 degrees. As another feature, you can choose to activate or deactivate the audible reminder to shake the food at mid-cooking and synchronize the end of cooking for both baskets, which is practical. During the test, we checked the actual temperature reached inside the drawers. We found with our probe thermometer that it was 199 degrees when a temperature of 200 degrees had been selected. The air fryer is therefore reliable in terms of temperature reached. To test its performance, we cooked various foods with the hot air function: shoestring fries, sliced eggplant, a chicken leg, and nuggets. We used the program that best matched each cooking, and here are our results. When cooking 300 grams of frozen shoestring fries, we started our test in the small basket, but given the disappointing results at this location with uneven cooking, we tried a second attempt in the large basket. After 15 minutes, the cooking evenness was a little better than in the small basket, but it was not yet perfect. We therefore advise you to shake the fries vigorously at mid-cooking in order to improve the consistency of the result. We also cooked half an eggplant cut into slices in the large basket. After 12 minutes at 180 degrees, the slices were almost perfectly cooked. In our opinion, an extra 2 minutes would have made the result perfect. The frozen chicken leg of about 300 grams was cooked in the small basket. After 20 minutes at 180 degrees, the leg was absolutely not cooked. After 30 minutes, the meat was still soft, and after 35 minutes, we found that it was visually cooked, with the skin pulling away on its own. On the other hand, it would have taken 5 more minutes to perfectly finish cooking to the core. When cooking 12 frozen nuggets, about 250 grams, we used the manual mode at 200 degrees. After 12 minutes, we found that the nuggets were still a little pale in places. After an extra 3 minutes, they were well golden and the chicken was well cooked. We even pushed up to 20 minutes, and in this case, the skin became much crispier, but the chicken seemed a little too dry to us. We also tested steam cooking, therefore at 100 degrees, by cooking frozen sliced carrots and fresh potatoes. We found the steam cooking time for the frozen carrots a bit too long. On the other hand, for the fresh potato pieces, there is nothing to complain about. We obtained results as good as with an electric food steamer in 20 minutes. And that is it for cooking performance. Now let us finish this test by evaluating the smell and noise. Upon unboxing the device, we unfortunately noticed a strong new appliance smell. We therefore let it air out for more than 12 hours in a room, and despite that, during the first few uses, we still noticed this smell a little. During cooking, we measured the polluting particles emitted into the air. For this, we placed an air quality sensor 1 meter away from the device. We noted the quantities of PM2.5 and TVOC before and after 10 minutes of cooking. Our sensor did not detect any significant difference in particles emitted following cooking, which is a good thing. We recommend, however, that you ventilate the room well before and during the use of this air fryer, especially at the beginning. In terms of noise, we noted that the device was particularly silent with the steam mode. The noise was contained between 33 and 39 decibels. The hot air mode, for its part, rose to 39 decibels, which is very discreet. On the other hand, the audible alert for shaking and end of cooking could have been a bit louder so that it could be heard from another room. And that is it for our test results. So to summarize it all, the positive points of the Philips Air Fryer 5000 series dual basket are its vast 9-liter capacity, divided into 2 compartments, its useful and functional steam cooking mode, its numerous available pre-recorded programs, its audible signal to shake food at mid-cooking, and the fact that the basket and grids are dishwasher safe. As for the negative points, its bulky and heavy format, its cooking of fries, which is not very even, its unpleasant smell when unboxing and during the first few uses, and the body of the device, which heats up quite a bit. And that concludes our test. Thank you very much for watching it. As a reminder, you will find the link to this product with its best price just below the video. And if you like honest air fryer reviews and want to support our work, it would help us enormously if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.